Hello and welcome to episode 300. I was doing there a second. Hello and welcome to episode 350 of the Daily Sales Message podcast, where every single day I lose just a little bit more of my mind as I try and put all of my 20 years of sales knowledge and experience into bite-sized, actionable 3 to 5 minute episodes here on the podcast. Today we're talking about, or I'm asking you the question, do you want to buy a shortcut? Do you want to buy a shortcut? If you think about something you're trying to do in your life, trying to lose weight, make more money, find the partner of your dreams, do you want to buy a shortcut to do that a bit quicker? It's attractive, isn't it? It's an attractive proposition. Shortcuts are what a lot of us actually sell. And this kind of gets lost. The time factor, the speeding up factor that your business, your product, your service offers people can be one of the most attractive things. But we don't necessarily talk about it or articulate it in that way, because would you like to buy my online course that tells you how to do this versus do you want to buy a shortcut that will help you do that quicker and learn how to do that much quicker? One of those is more attractive than the other, but they're essentially the same thing. And this harks back to my example of airline adverts and selling the destination, not the journey. In an airline advert, you very rarely see a plane or a plane seat. What they show you is the Eiffel Tower, beaches, Vegas, etc. They understand that would you like a holiday is far more compelling than would you like to buy a plane seat. So they change the syntax, the ordering of what they talk about, and it makes it more attractive. They're not misleading you. They're not manipulating you. They're just focusing on what matters to you first, so they're shining the spotlight of attention on that first, and then they're worrying about the boring details afterwards. The trouble is, we tend to go with the boring details first and then wonder why nobody's interested. So today, using the notion of want to buy a shortcut, you don't have to lean in and like whisper it, do you want to buy a shortcut every time? I'm just doing that because I'm hilarious. But using that notion, think about, does your business, product or service, because of your years of experience, your capability and your network and your software, and whatever it is that you're selling to people, I'm guessing it helps me not only get the result, but get it much quicker than if I did it myself or used another means of trying to get that result. If that's the case, let's talk about it. Let's call it what it is. It's a shortcut. It is a shortcut. Let's call it what it is, as long as it's, relevant to your brand. We don't want to start ruining your brand guidelines of brand messaging by just hammering the word shortcut in there. But if we can use the notion of a shortcut, it's an attractive thing. And it goes back to, would you like to go on holiday? Would you like a plane seat? Asking the right question changes everything. Right, that's it for this episode of the podcast. Tomorrow in episode 351, I've got 3 letters that are going to help you sell more. Yeah, 3 letters that are going to help you sell more. I'll explain more in tomorrow's episode. It's kind of similar in today's episode, but I'll explain that tomorrow. In the meantime, if you haven't already, please hop on over to sellingconfidencescore.com. That's sellingconfidencescore.com. There's a simple quiz where you can answer questions on your sales and selling ability. You'll be given a score of how well you're doing. And if you're falling down in any areas, it will give you a very, very detailed and very actionable, personalized guide completely for free as to how you can improve what you're doing. So that's sellingconfidencescore.com. Thank you for listening or watching all the way to the end. I appreciate it. I'll catch you tomorrow in another exciting edition of the Daily Sales Message.